Deputy Attorney General James Cole is on the hot seat as we speak, testifying in front of the House Oversight Committee on Capitol Hill as lawmakers try to get to the bottom of the IRS targeting scandal and the Lois Lerner missing emails saga. Congressman Jim Jordan trying to understand the Department of Justice's handling of the investigation.
So 2 days before, the very lawyer who met with Lois Lerner in 2010 got the database in the format they wanted. 2 days before jump ahead 3 years later, 2 days before Ms. Lerner goes public, he's meeting with Ms. Lerner again and saying follow-up will take place, but the follow-up doesn't take place because Ms. Lerner goes public and says, you know what? Targeting did in fact happen. She tried with a planted question at a bar association speech, spin this in a way that blames good public servants in Cincinnati, which we know is false. And Mr. Cummings says that's no big deal, that you had all this information. Give me a break.
Well, Catherine Engelbrecht is with the group True the Vote, which was one of those targeted by the IRS, and they are now working with the FBI in its criminal investigation into this IRS targeting scandal. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
And we're going to get to the FBI investigation in a moment, but first, as we've been showing you, the Justice Department is also investigating. Some Republicans say that investigation is a sham, and so far, DOJ has refused to give Congress any details about its investigation, and that has led to today's hearing before the House Oversight Committee. They're grilling the Deputy Attorney General, James Cole. So far, he has refused to give any details. What are you expecting, if anything, out of today's hearing?
You know, Look, I hope we're going to get to the truth, but all of this whole process is based upon the supposition of honor, and that everybody really does want to find out what really happened. And to the degree that that's not true, then it's going to continue to be, you know, the stonewall that you see playing out right now.
All right. So meanwhile, there is this separate FBI investigation. True the Vote, your group was targeted by the IRS, and you have now been asked to take part in that FBI investigation. You're one of 161 groups targeted. You say you're hoping all of the other targets will be invited to offer evidence as well. How important is that?
Oh, my word. It's critical. I mean, this scandal has our country in its clutches, and I think that every one of those stories needs to be heard, needs to be thoughtfully considered, and certainly to the people that it happened to, they want to tell their story, and I hope they'll get that chance.
Yeah, you say this criminal investigation is essential in order to, in your words, separate corruption from incompetence. Which do you think it is?
The longer this drags on, the more inclined I am to believe that it's all part of a piece that is intended not to get to the truth and lean toward corruption.
You are, as we said, participating in the criminal probe, but in the meantime, your group is also seeking answers through litigation, congressional inquiry, and public outreach. Tell us about these other angles that you're pursuing.
We're pursuing every angle that we possibly can, and I'll tell you one that we hope we're going to hear a judgment on as early as tomorrow. We've asked the court to allow an independent forensic team to be introduced into this search and rescue mission for the missing IRS emails. Very hopeful that that will come to pass and that we will be able to have new, fresh eyes that do have interest in finding out what really happened. So we're excited to hear about that. You know, we're willing to tell our story. This is too important to not try to peel back every layer in every way we can, and so we're going to go full force at it.
Yeah, about those missing emails, of course, former IRS official Lois Lerner, days after getting wind of the fact that people were looking into this possible targeting scandal, says that her computer crashed and that apparently the backup system was not pursued to recover those missing emails. Are you buying any of that?
No.
Okay.
I'm not. And you know, I know too much about the way that recovery of these documents should work. And I'll tell you, if in fact someone as high-ranking as Lois Lerner can have all of her emails taken out by a simple server crash, then the IRS has bigger problems than they're letting on. All of our documents are at risk at that point.
All right. Catherine Engelbrecht of True the Vote, thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much.